Hi everyone, this is Edwina with Elegant Creations, and I'm here to do a tutorial for Decorate Your Life with the Summerween paper. I showed last week how I did some nightlights, and I wanted to do a tutorial on that. And on the Summerween paper collection, you can use my QR code if you'd like to purchase the paper. It is beautiful. It's so cute. It's got the pink and the black, and I made some night lights and some easel cards, and I got a few comments on it and wanted to know where I got all my stuff and how to do certain things. So I wanted to kind of show you my tricks and trades that I've learned along the way and how to decoupage and glitter. So I want to show you how I did that. And Sandy has the Decorate Your Life. She's got the Facebook group, and she's got an Etsy shop and a website, and you can find all her beautiful papers in any of those. And I will leave all the descriptions below in my description box, all the links, and to the other design team members also. They had some really pretty projects with the Summerween, and it was fun. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And you can also get the 15% discount, doing a 15, or you can use a QR code, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to go over a few things. I did these night lights. They no longer have these. I've never been able to find them. I bought this many years ago. I thought it was about 6 years ago, but my friend said it was longer than that. We bought tons because we did night lights ourselves, Victorian type. And so I had some left over, and I decided to use them. But I did have some alternatives. I went looking. Dollar Tree does have the round ones. Okay, and they come like this. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I take this stuff off. And they do have the color at the bottom. A lot of the ones I found years ago had the white. This might have had a color to it, and I just had a bunch of these. So also Dollar Tree had these ones, and they're kind of little square. They're the LED. They don't light as much. It kind of has a blue light on it on this one, but I thought, you know, just the pretty picture on top is pretty. You can put beads, you can do a lot of things. So I'm going to do some with Summerween and some with Sandy. Gave us these beautiful pictures with the sewing machine and the beautiful shabby chic room, craft room. And so I thought I'm going to do a couple of them with this and put trims and lace. And so I might not be able to put all the trims and the beads because I don't have everything with me, and I need to let the decoupage glue dry before I start messing with it. So I'll do another video on how I decorate these, okay? So but I am going to show how I decoupage them. So this one here, I think I'm going to put on this one, and you can put it in the back if you want, or in the front. I'm not sure, but I'll figure that out. And then so I'm going to show you how I take off this pictures, okay? So I use acetone, 100% pure acetone, and I just get a rag. It does get your rag dirty, but it's okay. So I just kind of rub it. See how it just comes off? And it just makes it, takes all the color. The ones that I did with the shade, those ones were really hard to come off. I had to sand them. I had to put this. They were stripes or something. I don't exactly know what it was. But years ago we bought them. So I'm going to show you what we used to do with our night lights. And we used to sell them, and we sold quite a bit. And so all I have is a few left. So that's the way that it comes out. So it comes out perfect. And so this is one of the night lights that made. This is the shade. Okay, and so this is what I have left over. So we put beads, we put applique, I put real thin chiffon in the back. And then I did, what other color do I have? Another purple. Okay, and then I had a pink. And I just decorate. We used to put flowers and I mean really decorate them a lot. But this last few that I had, I didn't want to go overboard. But they also used to sell these, and I don't know if anybody remembers these. These would have been perfect if they still had them. I got these at Family Dollar, and they had an insert with little kid characters. And then all you had to do is take the insert out and then put your whatever insert you wanted. So that would have been perfect for the Summerween or anything you wanted to put. And then with this one, it's clear, so I just put lace and then put my little lady and put flowers in the beads. So that's how it dangles. And they did come with the colored lights, and they have the light bulbs. These ones now that they make have the LED. So they're a little different. So I'm going to go ahead and get started so I don't run out of time. Okay, so let me see here. This one I got at $1 Tree, and it's the white, and then this one's the clear. So I don't know how they're coming. I just only found a few. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay, so what I did, I'm kind of all over the place here. I'm going to take this off. Okay. Hope you can see. And on this one, I use decoupage. And I put some plastics here. Hold on. I need. Let's see if I find my plastic. Okay, so I took some plastic sheeting that I had real thin, and I did a pattern. I clipped it, the big piece to this, and then I cut around it and try just so I can play around with the picture. Okay, so this way you can kind of figure out more or less where you want your picture, what you're going to cut off and what you're not. So I did a little bit of tracing, but I'm going to cut a little bit bigger than that. I find my scissors. Okay, just to make sure that I don't okay, so I'm going to put my glue. Paintbrush. Sorry, I have a bad knee and I keep hitting it. Okay, so I'm just going to put decoupage all over my light. And I buy mine at whatever store they have them at. They have them at the hobby stores. I think this one's just a matte. It's just a regular decoupage. It takes a while to adhere, so I kind of make sure. So that's why I cut it a little bit at the top, just in case. I'm trying to see what I'm doing. Just to adhere that down. Make sure all your corners are down. And see how it went off on the pencil line. You can always move it before it glues down. Don't do it as thick, then just put more. Then you just turn it over. Turn it over and cut your pieces. Okay, so after you cut it, I just get a nail file. I don't want to do too much of it. I did a little bit off the camera because just get a clean edge. It makes too much noise. Kind of that grindy noise. So I do that, and then just make sure all my edges are glued down. This on my, and then you would just get your decoupage glue. I mean your decoupage, and then just kind of I stuck it in the bottle and got glue all over. And that's it for this one. Then you let that dry, and then you find trim, and you can put a couple coats if you want. Just find some trim to put around it. It's real simple, and you can put glitter if you want to also. So this one I had cut. Again, I'm just going to do a little bit bigger just in case I get it wrong. I'm just going to cut a little bit off the camera. This is such a pretty picture. Okay, and same thing. I wanted the blue one. Do I want that one? And you can interchange the little lights. They do fit each other. So they're all kind of the same. These were popular back when we used to make them. We used to make a lot. We couldn't keep up with it half the time, so that's why we bought so many. And then now they don't sell that good, but I only had those few. I don't think people use night lights that much, but I thought these would be cute for the Summerween. I thought it was a good idea. So you just kind of cut around it. Then you can use your nail file. I don't do my nails, but I do buy all the products. I use a nail file and I use the acetone. So I should do my nails. Okay, I went ahead and nail filed it. And then you just put your top coat and let it dry. I was going to show you what I was going to do before I put the glue. I forgot. It's pretty easy. It doesn't. For me, aligning things is the hardest part because I have a crooked eye. I always say I have a crooked eye. So, but that's the part that always gives me trouble. You can put trim. I will be decorating these, and so I'll show you how I want to put trim here, or a Chinese braid type trim. I got this type of trim. These are just all scrap pieces that I've had. There's this one for the shade one. And then I also, what we used to do was we used to use a lot of this fringe. And what we used to do was fold it up and make like a tassel. And we used to hang it down from our beads. And I would put glue here right in the back side where the string is, right there, and then cut it, and then that way it holds it. So we used to make a lot of these dangles like that. And then put trim, and then dangle this from the bottom, like that. I don't know if you can see it. And that would dangle on the light. Okay, it was just a decoration. And then we used to just put all kinds of trim of flowers, but I never really decoupaged the night lights. We used to do the material with lace or trim. So I'm going to put that to the side to dry. And I think that's it for the, oh, let me do this one. I was going to do the nightlight. This nightlight, that way I have them done. Okay, let me see, where's my picture? Get the one with the sewing machine. I like this one. This one's a good one. And like I said, I'll do another video when I figure out what trims I want, because I want this to dry. This one is an easy one, because it fits almost perfectly. I didn't know what to do with this pictures, and this came out good. It's perfect, because I love these, and I put them in a sewing room, craft room, give them to someone who sews or crafts or just likes shabby chic. These are gorgeous. Thank you, Sandy, that you gave us. She gifted us these. It's going to be loud on the camera. So I have to get that done before I put the decoupage. Okay. And then once that dries, that would be pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put this away. And I'm going to show you how I do a little bit of the glitter. And you can glitter these also. I think that's what I'm going to do on one of them. Okay. Oh, and also, I forgot. I took this out. I had this fringe. We used to use this a lot. And you can also put this around this one. Like that, where you hide the light and then put some trim around it. You can do that. That would be pretty. Might do that on this one. So, yeah, just using up things I have. Okay, and also what I wanted to do, I had an extra one of these. And I cut the paper that I got from She Said Yes. I had a piece left over. And so I'm going to put this on that one. And then this was left over, and this is a card that Sandy has her information on. So I took this pretty lady and put her in the back. I opened this little frame up, and so I want to put this like that, or some type. I'm not sure. So I guess I can do that one real quick since my brush is still wet. I won't put the picture on there yet. I was going to put material, but I thought, well, I'll just do the paper. This is from the She Said Yes collection. This paper, it's watercolor paper. It's so pretty. It's got like a marble look to it. Okay, so I'm not going to... This is cardstock. I didn't bring clips to hold it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the glitter before I run out of time on my camera. Guess I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Well, you get the idea. So I will play around with that. Okay, so I'm going to bring all my stuff forward for my glitter. Okay, so I'm not an expert on it. I just have been doing it for a while. I kind of have all these little tricks. that I do. I have this little tray that I had gotten for embossing powder and stuff, so I use it for my glitter. But if you don't have one, just find a tray. And then I get a second tray just to catch all the other flybys that, you know, when you're pouring or anything like that. So I like to have two trays on my surface. Okay. And so I'm going to move this for a minute because I'm going to show you some glue. Okay, oops. Okay, I use a little tray. And this glue is Aleene's Tacky Glue. And it's a little, this one's not thick, but it comes out more thick. And then I add water to it. But I want to show you a little sample of what I mean. Okay, let me get my brush. So this is a little thick, and it's kind of hard for me to explain how I like it. But if you're, see how it's kind of hard to spread, I add a little bit of water, a couple spritz, and then I stir it to kind of loosen it. And you can use Elmer's glue also, is a little bit looser. And the decoupage glue is loose, but not enough. I always put water in that one too. When I'm doing hard surfaces, I use the Elmer's glue because it flows better. See the difference? It's not so thick. And you just kind of see how it spreads easier. And if you miss a spot after you put the glitter, let it dry and then go back. Okay, and you don't have to put it that thick. Mine I put kind of thick on this because then it warps the paper. So you want to put a thinner, or rub it with your hand, a thinner piece. Okay. I use my fingers a lot when I'm doing glitter. Okay. So, and then what I do is I get my glitter and I pour it over. And glitter is messy. So I kind of smash it down. And I let it dry completely. Then I get a big brush. I have a, well, you don't have to have a big brush. I just use this brush and then I just take off my excess in over the pan. Okay, because it will have a lot of excess. Okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do. I'll do this. No, let me see. Let me see what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay, so this one I had started. Okay. My tacky glue, I'm going to show you a little sample. Let's see, where's my black? I just had it. Okay, so when I have it on the bottle, I like it to where it flows, but it's not runny. So something like, I'm sorry, off camera. So when I'm doing like trim, things like that, or you can use a really fine bottle. So when I did this trim, that's what I did. So I'm going to go ahead and trim out the bottoms of this. Hope I'm in frame. Okay. And I use my bottle tip to kind of spread it. Okay, and then I have a brush. I did that a little too thick. Okay, then you get your glitter. This black is very clingy compared to the other ones. So that's how you do that. And then you can kind of clean up a little bit with a needle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this part. And so I just get a brush, put a little bit of glue on it. And then you get I do a little at a time. See how there's some on there? You can wait till it dries and then scrape it off. Okay, and then you can do with your bottle, put it wherever you want it. I kind of put a little bit here and there. Not a rhyme or reason. Kind of put it on a little, just to get it some glitz. Put as much as you want or as little. And so I put this on the branch, so I'm going to spread it. I just like the consistency where it flows. Just add water to it. And then it will warp the paper a little bit, so you might want to flatten it. So that's how that one is. Okay, so I'm going to show you how, oops, I forgot to do that part. So I'm going to do this part right here. Got some pieces. So I'm going to show you how I do the clear. So by having this other piece, so if anything falls, it doesn't fall over your table, it falls in here. And then when you are cleaning it up, I like to have this surface to pick up any items that, see how it fell? So that way it's not on your desk. And then I just get my brush, kind of take out all the excess. You could use a funnel too. I have one. I just can't find it. It's there. I just forgot to grab it. I always keep them handy. Everything's in my craft room, and I do all my videos in another room. So it's kind of hard to remember half the time. Okay. So you do one color at a time. So I'm not going to use this one for the clear. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this up before I drop it. And believe me, I have dropped it. Okay. So I'm going to use this one. And then again, I'm going to do, you can cover this right here. And if you need more water, because I think this one needs a little bit more water. Just kind of test out how it flows. And Elmer's glue is good. It's a little too runny, and when you're doing it on paper, it kind of warps the paper more. So that's why I like the tacky. And just put it wherever you like. Okay, so let me see if I find my other glitter. So this is the crystal diamond, so crystal diamond, and this one's just the sheen, the clear. So I put that because I like the color of the house to show. Okay, and then if you want to do the ghost, just very cautiously get a thin glue, and then just pour that. Nobody's called me all day until I get on the camera. And that's it. And so it kind of just gives a little bit of glitter. And I did miss some spots, so I'll wait till it dries. And then you can put glitter wherever you want it. And that's how I do my glitter. And I don't know. I just learned through the years how I like it, how it flows. And when I do my houses, I do the same thing. I just make sure I put water where it's not runny, but it's consistent where I can spread it easy. And then I pour my glitter, and usually it's this glitter that I use, not chunky, just the real fine, extra fine glitter. And it will dry, and it will have a different sheen to it. And so that's it for my video today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will let this decoupage dry, and I will do another video where I'm doing the trim, and that way you can see how I put things together. Okay, thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to go into Sandy's website and her Etsy shop and look at all her beautiful papers, and all the design team also has beautiful projects that they made. And thank you all so much. Bye bye.